Hi.
Hi. Well,
Hi. How are
hey,
you?
I'm fine. Well, it is time for
Is it best?
another episode.
I know it's been a while, so everyone
It
help
has.
forgive us. It's been like just 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. Due to monsoonal weather down here, and yeah, with that comes a lot of different issues.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Hey, safety first. Safety first. That's
Exa-
important to us.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So, welcome everybody. We're going to go ahead and get started. We're going
Yep.
to do our housekeeping first, and then we'll go to the main topic, which can't wait.
I know we've been excited for this one for a few months.
Yeah.
You, Waldo. All right.
All right. Oh, they're already here.
They're
Technical
already
difficulty.
here. They're already here.
Thank you, Adam Goswick from A Certain Point of View podcast for creating our new remix logo. Yep.
And legend has it he might have a new one in the works for something else.
Yeah. Want to support Use and Abuse Pod? Type this into your favorite web browser. buymeacoffee.com/useabusepod. Yeah. And then go to tpublic.com and search for Use and Abuse Pod for our merch store. Yep, that's on there.
We're twinsies.
Yes, we are. We are a proud member of the Red 5 Network. Go to bile.link/Red5 to find more exciting podcasts. Believe me, there's one for everybody.
Oh, and they've got some really cute T-Public stuff too. So
Yes, they do.
all right.
Check out our ATSW family. Y'all, Kim.
Please get your together. I got it down. See?
Yeah. The Sidebar Cantina live every Monday on YouTube at 5:30 Eastern. Also, ATSW The Escape Pod live every Pantless Wednesday on live on YouTube at 7:05 Eastern. Stranger Things has happened with Dawn Delasnooch and Luna Girl every other Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern. They are actually watching this series for the very first time, and they're doing their breakdown on each episode. Also on YouTube is Layman's Terms. Go and check him out if you just want to just relax and just listen to him. I mean, he's got all kinds of subjects that he discusses on his channel. Also, Sweet Studios and Explicit Noise are both on YouTube. Go and check them out as well. They got some good content. Also, the Orange and Fat Show on Spotify and now available on Apple Podcasts, iTunes, and all used and abused pod links can be found in the show notes pinned at the top of our X page, and go to bile.link/used-abused-pod, or otherwise formerly known as Twitter, people.
Yeah, right.
So
Since our YouTube is being a stinker, just because I have like one exclamation point, I say welcome to everybody in the chat.
yes.
Trust me, it says the comment has failed to post.
Oh,
Thank you.
jeez. Yeah.
It's their show. We'll do it if we want. So I'll just
Yeah,
stay here.
exactly. But yes, thank you everyone for joining us in the chat. I see that we have Kenny, R2. We also have you, Baldo. We also have the science fiction. I don't know which one that is.
Andrew.
Andrew. So again, thank you so very much for joining us. Now,
and before we forget, hold up.
Yes.
We got some happy birthdays to go through.
Yes, we do.
Let's start off with our own, your husband, our co-host.
Yes, his birthday was on Friday.
So happy birthday to
Scott.
Scott. But that doesn't mean Red 5 has a lot of Red 5 birthdays in September.
I noticed that.
Danny of Comics and Cosmetics. We got Ro, who is, of course, the creator of the Red 5 Network and, of course, Scare Podcast. We have Todd of WSTR and Big T, Little T. We also have, there's JT for After the Weekend, which check out their show tomorrow night. After the Weekend. Oh, my word. That looks awesome. I feel like I'm missing somebody. And I apologize. I did say Danny, Rose, Scott. Scott was started first. Todd and JT. I hope I got them. If not, we'll make sure we get you.
Yeah, we'll get you next week.
To all the September birthdays. We had like a lot of birthdays in the last week since September started. So
yes, we did.
Yes. But are we ready for the main event? I mean, I'm excited. We've been excited for this since what? A couple months?
A couple months, yeah.
All right. Shall we bring on our guests before we go there?
Yes. So joining us tonight from Peace, Love, Disney, Jeannifer.
Yay!
Hi, everyone.
Hey, Jeannifer.
I am dressed for the occasion. I got a Brave shirt.
Yeah.
And a hair
She's
bow.
ready.
She is.
Mhm.
Oh, I did bring one thing. I actually, and Jeannifer knows this. My daughter actually has the matching one, but I got Queen Eleanor.
Oh yeah.
Mug. But we also have somewhere, like we have the whole doll set too, whether it's the bears and the dolls. It's the whole set.
Mhm.
Nice.
It's nice.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If that tells you how I feel about Brave.
Yes. And there you go. There's the main topic. We are discussing Disney's Pixar Brave.
Now, let's start off how this even came to be. Can you want to tell us like how that even happened in the first place?
Okay, so what it was we were having a Disney month and we decided we wanted to cover movies and also the Disney princesses. Well, we only wanted to cover the animated princesses because we felt Disney Pixar princesses, which Murda needed her own show because she is a Pixar princess. So we decided we'd do a special show just on her.
Actually, she's the only human one. There are other Pixar princesses that are non-human form, but she's the only one in human form.
Human form, yes. She is.
To clarify.
Yes.
Mhm.
Jeannifer, and if I'm correct, she's still the only Pixar human princess, correct?
Yes. Like in the Bug's Life.
Right.
There's
But
a
I mean human
princess,
form.
but that is like you said.
Human
This
form.
is the first human. Yeah.
I wonder what's taking. I know that it took them a long time, and which we'll get to in a few minutes. It did take them a long time to get there, in creating this. But I'm surprised that we haven't seen any more because I really liked Brave. So maybe they need to be brave at Pixar. You need to give us another.
Yes.
another princess.
Exactly.
All right. All right. You ready?
Mhm.
Yes.
Ready? All right. Here we go.
All right. So
I like Cue Kim.
yeah. Here we go. Woohoo! Kim did it.
Yay, Kim! You got your stuff together.
Yay! And this is the movie poster
Oh my gosh.
for
Yes.
Brave.
It's beautiful.
It is. And something that I really did not realize until I started looking stuff up on here is this was actually, I believe, one of the first films with the new technology.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And also too, I was like, oh wow. And it was, and we'll get to this probably later, more information on this later, but they also dedicated this film to someone too, which we'll tell you later on that.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I was really shocked that it was the first film with the new animation, and that it was also the first film with a female protagonist in it too.
Well, underneath Pixar, I think.
Yeah, underneath
I think.
Pixar, yeah.
And this, of course, released on, well, depends on where you went. For some areas, it was June 10th. Lucky you. Or June 22nd.
Yep.
And that came out in 2012.
It did.
It was like yesterday.
Mhm.
Yesterday. It's been like what, 10, 11 years? Which is crazy. 11 years. Wow, time just went by so fast and we didn't even notice.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, shall we scurry along? Or
Yes.
run along? Let's get
Let's go
talking
ahead.
about the beautiful setting.
Yes.
When I was helping out to create tonight's outline, I just went, we have to do just nothing about settings. We just got to talk about the setting. Because it started off with this one, Jeannifer sending me this really amazing picture. And then I went, we have to talk about the setting. It is its own character in its own way, but it's the setting. It's beautiful. And even before they started animating, Brave, they actually started going there and they took trips just like they did as if it was Beauty and the Beast and, getting to know Scotland.
Yep.
All right, Jeannifer, I'm going to hand this one over to you because you sent me this beautiful photo today and I went, oh my God, I don't have that photo. So if you could tell us about the photo and the fun facts with it, that'd be great.
Okay. Well, I don't have a lot of fun facts, but I found out through looking on the internet. I found this picture on Wikipedia. Of course, they did, Disney and Pixar did some research, so, they can do its justice. And this became their inspiration for Merida's castle. Her whole family, what should I say? And I'm gonna butcher the name. It is in Scotland. Elleany Dunn Castle, Eilean Donna Castle in Scotland. I'm sorry if I butcher it.
I feel like it's Duntar Castle. I might be wrong. I think part of the reason is because we don't have that accent.
Yeah.
I will have to ask one of my friends who live in the UK, and I will get proper pronunciation. But
yeah,
I do believe you're pretty close.
Yeah.
So, it's so gorgeous.
Oh,
Who
yeah.
wants to go live there?
I wouldn't mind.
Yes. Girls trip.
Been a couple nights here. Girls trip.
When this goes dead silent, we have all left the building. You know where to find us.
Exactly.
Oh, all right. All right, Kim. I think actually the next photo that I sent actually does include this next. It is the same castle, but I think it's
Probably.
I think it's just from a different angle, if I'm correct.
Okay.
Because I found this wonderful article, and I will share this article later in underneath Peace Love Fandoms, and I will tag Kim as well as Use and Abuse and Jeannifer. And there was a wonderful article about the 3 different locations that includes the area in which Jeannifer was just speaking of, and they were just so beautiful and breathtaking. And I am so glad that the Pixar animation team decided to take this time and go to Scotland and see these beautiful places, because this is just amazing.
Oh yeah.
I mean, hands up in the chat if you would love to go see Scotland. After these pictures, I don't know why you wouldn't want to. Like, but this is I realized after Jeannifer had sent me this and I'd already uploaded hers, I'm like, oh, this is the same one, just from a different angle. But it's just, it shows you how high and beautiful and mountainous area that it was, and making that come to life. Just kudos to the animators. Kudos, because that is amazing. So real quick, initially Merida's Debra family castle was going to be set in a different part of the Highlands, but then again, like Jeannifer was saying, they visited this particular castle, and that is where they decided to kind of start it.
Yep. So. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to be doing this way. Okay. So here's another one. If it's not the right one, we'll.
Nope, you're good. You're good. This is actually perfect. It's Canaleas Standing Stones, Isle of Lewis. They felt it was the perfect setting for something important to happen in the story, because the circle, the stones are in a circle and stuff. So that is why they decided to add it as an additional part of the movie.
That's what I thought was interesting.
Yeah, great. I just love that they did this. I I feel like, again, you feel the history, you feel the authentication. And I hope I said that right. With Brave because of the setting.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's go on to the next one. Okay.
And this is the Glen Afric, the Highlands. So we know that Merida, right? She likes to be out and about. She's all about adventure. She's all about, bow and arrows, being on her horse Angus. And they also, again, they included this. And I have a special fun fact, but this is for Mr. JT of After the Weekend and Late Night with Cat, because it's his birthday. So I thought I'd throw this one out when I found out this fun tip. And it is that with this particular area was the largest Caledonian pine woods combined with impressive mountains, moorlands, moss-covered land, but the stunning glen only 15 miles away from the Loch Ness. Loch Ness!
Yeah.
It's for you, JT. If you know Late Night with Cap, you know he likes all of his Bigfoots and Loch Ness.
Yes.
Anyway, it proved to be a perfect setting for additional authentic, Scottish wilderness. So, yeah. And agree. Thank you, Ubaldo. See, someone else is paying attention. Thank you, Ubaldo. He said,
Yes.
I love how Pixar did their homework for this movie. You are correct.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, that's really small, but that's okay.
I don't know how I can actually zoom it in. I was not taught that.
So this is actually from when they were doing the bow and arrows. I threw in some pictures from the animation.
Nope. Darn it. So
It's all good. If not, we can move on. It's all
okay. Yeah.
I can drop photos also into Twitter later for everybody to check them out. Excuse me. Oh, there we go. Look at that. How beautiful is that? That's what they created out of all those beautiful, stunning, photos of Scotland. And I am sure this was, I did find this on like one of the fandoms for Pixar, but I am sure that this was probably one of many animations. But I thought this just showed it all. You could see the sea, you could see the castle and the wilderness and all that jazz.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Let's, you know what? We're going to do this. That way I'm not, way.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Are you guys still going to Scotland with me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me see.
Oh my gosh. Could you guys imagine? Because based off of when this movie was, it just, wow.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I got to get back into it. I think I might have tried to. Oh, there it is.
You're good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There. Okay. Now we're good.
Okay.
So
good.
now let's go ahead and move this over here.
Danny from Comics and Cosmetics. I have
there
to
we go.
finish watching her show. She was
there.
on earlier. Oh my gosh.
Picture.
Oh my gosh, look how beautiful. Again, just more animation for Pixar.
Yes.
For the setting, again, done in Scotland. Wow. It's just amazing. Oh, I had to include this because it's Merida and
darn it.
Angus, and they're in the moors and the wisps.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Hey, Jeannifer, by chance, do you have any cool fun facts or anything on the wisps or anything about this particular part?
No, but her horse I found out is a Clydesdale, a black Clydesdale.
Right.
That's what I found out online.
Okay, awesome.
Oh, wrong one.
No, that's whoopsies.
Let's start going.
Yes, nobody knows what we're doing next week.
Let's go back here.
Hello, Spencer. Hello, thank you to everybody that's coming in and hanging out.
So let's remove this from the stream right now.
Hey, we're just gonna have fun, okay?
Yes.
That's what we're doing. We're talking about Brave. We're having fun.
Exactly.
Yes. All right. So
wow.
now,
I do believe, though, we can all agree, like, Scotland was amazing and beautiful. And
yes.
did anybody else have any other takes on Scotland or the setting? Or any more fun facts? I know I need to grab my piece of paper here and read some fun facts.
Yeah, I have fun facts too. But...
Go for it. Let's hear them.
Okay.
About the setting.
Well, of course, they wanted like Ariel to have curly hair, but the technology was not there when it was done. And I found out Boo from Monster Company, they wanted her to have curly hair, but it still wasn't, technology wasn't there, so they just did the ponytails. Well, by the time Brave came along, they came up with a new technology, and they call it Taz, named after the Looney Tune character, and it ended up around 1,500 curls.
Wow.
That made up her hair, and it would, yeah.
So all that also had to go into the settings. Imagine all of that type of animation that they had to create.
Yeah. Wow.
There is a real life the person who helped the storyline named Brenda Chapman brought in some of her inspiration from her relationship with her daughter, basically. So that's where you get the dynamic between mother and daughter. So there is some real life experience that she put in there. I guess I just found this out a little bit. If I did remember, I forgot. There's always a Pizza Planet truck made in every appearance in a Pixar movie. So if you look, there is a Pizza Planet truck planted in that movie.
I'm gonna have to see.
I've never seen it, but I couldn't find where they're saying where it was, but they're saying it is in there.
Maybe it's like a hidden Mickey inside the setting.
Yeah. Okay, of course, Merida is the first princess that has brothers.
Yep. Which we will get to the brothers underneath characters here in just a few minutes, too.
Yeah. Merida is also the first princess, remember now this is 2012, without a love interest. Merida name is actually Latin, not Scotland, and it means Scottish. One who achieves a higher place of honor.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What other?
Jeannifer, I'm going to hold up for 1 second. I'm going to throw in some more setting facts, just real quick, because there's some really cool things that you mentioned. The bear, so I want to throw this out. Bears actually have been extinct from Scotland. Sad to hear. Since prehistoric era. That's crazy. I want to know why. Maybe I should get JT to look it up.
Yeah.
Also, Lord McIntosh, which we will be talking about later in characters, is Beckoned and hope I say this, Beckintish wood paint, which was practiced between the 1st to 3rd century CE. The reason I mention that now is because this is also with the timeline of when they about made this movie. They don't really give us a defined time, but they're like, okay, it's between 10 and 12. And the Highland dancing probably started around also the 13th century CE. And Merida's dress, which we're going to be looking at here in a few minutes, is tight, distinctly Renaissance Italian from the 14th century. So just some really cool things I just want to throw out about the setting and some additional fun facts as we prepare to talk about characters.
Mm-hmm.
Kim, you got anything else on our setting before we... I know you sometimes have like some really fun ones in there.
Let's see. No.
Shall we move on then with characters? I know Jeannifer had some fun facts about the brothers and the bears and some Merida.
Okay, sure. All right. So now.
And first up, of course, is Merida.
Yes. So we'll get her going here.
I have some fun facts about that.
Awesome.
Okay. Well, guess what?
Guess what?
We're gonna get this
Merida.
together.
Oh. And I'll be fighting for my own hand. Oh, wait. Sorry. I'm getting ahead.
Yes, that comes later.
Oh, sorry. I'm the firstborn. Actually, I am the first female born in my between my brother and I, but I'm the second child. Not the first. Oh, look at young. Oh my gosh, look at young Merida.
She's a cutie.
And this, Jeannifer, what was the animation? What was the animation called that you mentioned?
For the curls, it was called Taz.
Taz, really cool.
Yeah,
because I'm assuming
like
that
Looney Tunes character.
Wow. Okay, very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
She's got pretty
She's
curly
adorable.
hair. Yeah,
She's adorable.
She is.
Yep.
You can already tell she's fiery. I love it.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Aw. Oh my gosh. So Merida was voiced, if I can get my brain on straight again. Seriously, I want to say it was Kelly. No, I did have it. I just had this brought up. Kelly McDonald.
Yeah.
But what I love about this, fun fact, they originally wanted Reese Witherspoon to be the voice of Merida, which is fine. But I'm glad it worked out that she had other things that she needed to do, because I think this was a win-win situation. Because I think Reese Witherspoon got done what she needed to do at the time. And then we have Kelly, who is a Scottish actress and probably really brings out that type of accent in that I don't know. There's something very certain about her that she brings to the role of Merida, you know?
Yeah, actually, funny that you mentioned that, because the fun fact, the first princess to have a Scottish accent was, of course, Merida.
I love it. Does anybody else have anything they'd like to add with Kelly? What did you guys think of her as Merida?
Well, I think, as usual, Disney did a really great job casting the right person for the job. I thought she was a little spunky. That's why I think everybody loves her. They can relate to her. Another fun fact, Merida was coronated as Disney's 11th Disney princess, though she is the first Pixar princess. Which means, if you don't know, at Disney World or Disneyland, they will coronate the new princess. So it's just people come and, on the stage right by Cinderella's castle. Usually it's Walt Disney World, and they coronate and there was pictures of her mom giving her princess crown and everything.
I just wonder, we're talking about this, I just wonder, I'm surprised that Pixar really doesn't make a bigger deal about Merida. Not Disney, but Pixar. Because they're really their only human princess. And you're right, she is very spunky and again, but she's very fiery and adventurous. And I think that Kelly brings that to Merida. I think she really lends that to the character.
Yeah. And Merida is the only princess to have both of her parents.
Yes.
And Merida design was heavily influenced, of course, by the Scottish folklore and culture.
Wait, well, technically, though, what about Mulan? Mulan had both of her parents.
I think they're talking about Pixar.
Oh, okay. Dang. Yeah. Even on Pixar's side, they cruel.
Yeah.
Kim, do you have anything?
It's also based on several historical figures, including the Celtic warrior Queen. Oh my God, I'm gonna butcher that. Boudica, Boudica. Can't really pronounce it, but that's basically the inspiration behind her personality. So.
Awesome. And Kim, anything else you'd like to add? Anything you'd like to add for Kelly before we move on with other photos?
No, I just agree. It's amazing that they actually got an actual Scottish actress to do her voice. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, I think that's why everybody likes Maria.
Yeah.
All right.
So now we're going to do this and go to the next one in here. Okay. Here's this one.
Wow.
This
what a powerful shot.
Yes. This is actually after she visits the witch because her mom's trying to tell her how to live her life and she don't like it. So she's being rebellious.
Right.
But this is after the whole spell, and then she's actually in the forest. And I believe this is a picture of her shooting a fish for her mom.
Right.
Yeah.
But even just shooting a fish, you could there's this power.
Yeah.
Like, look at in her face, the expression, the power,
Yeah.
Wow.
Even at the games, you've seen the same thing when she says, "I'm the firstborn and I'll be shooting for my own hand." You could see the same expression in her face as she went through.
Yeah. Well, I even noticed in the last photo, if you look at the way Kelly's lips are a little bit, they kind of use that a little bit.
Yeah.
Right. Which Pixar and Disney animators are both known for, trying to catch little things that the voice actors or actresses are doing to incorporate into the character, which I think is very brave and smart.
Yep. Okay, now let's go ahead and do the next
I might have to go let the little kitty in.
Oh,
there's that one you're
Here's
talking
that
about.
dress.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Again, Italian Renaissance dress.
Yep.
Ubaldo loves this movie. Yes, Ubaldo. That's fantastic. And I'm glad we're glad you're here.
Yeah. I like what she said to her mom. I can't breathe in this dress.
Oh, yes. I mean, this is the only thing I don't think I would want to have lived in that era is because of the dress being so confined. All right. I shall return. I will be here in voice, but I have a cat who you all know about.
Yes,
literally at the door going.
Yeah, exactly.
She's like, I want to be on the show. What the heck? You started early. You started without me.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I thought this was I thought it was interesting how her mom was trying to train her and she just kept fighting her mom.
Yeah.
So on what because she wanted to live her own life.
Yep.
Yeah. Her and Angus. I love it.
I do too.
I love it. Her and Angus. But look how beautiful that setting is. Like, I see Merida, I see Angus, but then I see the beauty of this setting, and it's just so gorgeous.
On a day that Merida was not being taught lessons, so she decided she wanted to follow her heart and go for an adventure with Angus.
Yeah, let's go. I hear an adventure calling for us in Scotland. I think Ubaldo might be joining us though at this point.
I think so.
You might want to actually see it in in person.
Yeah. Okay, so now let's go ahead and click the next one here on Merida. Okay, that's back.
I think. Yeah, I think we're already on to Eleanor. Queen Eleanor.
Yes, we are. So let's go ahead and go back here, and we'll go to Eleanor, which is the mom that's trying to groom her for her position in the royal family. And she's not having it.
I'd like to make a side note because I get, we're so easy to get into this mindset of modern day and how things are. We have to remind ourselves that this is from a different historical perspective, and
is.
to respect that it's coming from like 12th century or 14th century where things were done differently, and that is okay. Everybody say hello to Glinda and Elfie.
Hello, girls. Hello, Glinda. Hello, Elfie. Nice of you to join us.
They're like, we're here. Give us a treat. Anyways,
but
yes, I do respect that. In that manner, I do try to remind myself, right, that this is a different time, and they had different things, they had different roles. We know that back then they didn't live to be in their 90s and hundreds. No. So
no, they didn't. So
women getting married was different because women weren't living beyond maybe 30.
30, yeah. So there was a certain age that the women, well, if you were a royal family, that you were betrothed to a prince. In Merida's case, a clan prince.
And that was to unite countries and things.
Because back then it was everything they did was to unite each other as one country. Yep. So if it means betrothing their daughter to another clan prince, then that's what they did.
Right. I'm not saying that's how it should be done in modern day people. However, I do have to remind myself that that is part of history, and I don't want to get rid of it. So that being said, on to Queen Eleanor.
Yes, here's Queen Eleanor. Sorry, this photo's small.
No, it's okay. I downloaded it. I thought it was going to come up bigger. This is, of course, Emma Thompson.
Yes.
And again, I picked this particular image because if you look at the way her chin is, looking for a certain look that Queen Eleanor has.
It's funny that you mentioned that because one of the facts was that Queen Eleanor was modeled after Emma Thomas.
Yep.
Mm.
Can you see? Luring her in. They're both here, though. That's the thing. All right.
Okay.
Next.
All right, let's go next.
Queen Eleanor, because she's so. Again, I felt like her and Merida really did take the.
Yes, they did. And this is a part of the movie where they're, well, I call it camping. They may not be call it camping. It may be a hunting trip, but this is a part where they're spending family time, and she's going, "Ooh, Bo, teach me," and her mom's going, "No."
Right. Well, because again, I think like we were just talking about, I think this early stage is that Merida is showing signs that she wants to be more of like a warrior, more adventurous, like a dad, in comparison to Queen Eleanor, which her job in society at that time was to raise her daughter as a future queen. Like, again, it's hard to put that mindset in when we're just so used to, we're going to do whatever we want. Woohoo! We're going to live our heart's desires and all that stuff. But at that time, like I can only imagine the pressure that Queen Eleanor felt. The pressure. Like she had to raise a daughter, in a certain way. So to help the country.
Yeah. To keep it united so it wouldn't be divided.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, but look at all the details.
I know, the details amazing.
Oh,
this is this is the betrothal ceremony. Yep. Where she love the comments that her dad makes about some of these too in the movie.
So her dad is hysterical.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that when we get to him.
What I love here, though, when I look just at Eleanor, it was the way she's composed.
Yeah.
Talking.
And taking control.
And sophisticated. Exactly.
Sophisticated, but yet taking control of the situation.
But then you look at the other, both Merida both Merida and him.
And they're going, I don't want to be here.
Yes. Oh my God.
She took after her dad.
She did. 100%. Yeah. Exactly. And let me tell you, looking at her headdress, her headpiece, I'm like, nope. No, I'm right with her. No, I want nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Me neither.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's do the next picture. Queen Eleanor. Oh, yep. This is the night of the curse, where she runs off, visits the witch. The witch gives her the cake. Her mom eats it, and yep, this is what happens to her mom.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's the reaction. I can still remember her when she first like.
Mhm.
I love though that she grabs the crown. And
Yeah.
think, I will have this crown.
Mhm.
I will wear it.
And
I will show you authority.
yeah. And then she's sitting there trying to wrap something around for clothing, and Meredith says, "You've got fur, Mom."
Mhm.
Wow.
Mhm.
So, but yes, that was actually that night.
Yep.
Mhm.
Well, and I think that this just really depicts though as to how they're about to grow.
Yeah, exactly. This is the start of how they grow. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
How they grow with each other. Now this one, she's teaching her mom how to fish because her mom kept going 2, 3, 4.
Mhm.
She says, "You're gonna learn how to fish."
Oh, I'm fish.
I think it's funny before that when she's like, "Where did you get this water? Where did you get these berries?" You know?
Yeah.
And there was something wrong with all the stuff that she picked, and she was just like,
Yeah, so so Meredith had to teach her exactly what was safe and what wasn't.
yeah.
Oh, and I feel that what was happening is that yes, she was teaching her mom, but I think her mom was also learning that
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Meredith's skills that she's honed in on is really good skills that can really not only help Merida but and their country. Like you got to have those kind of skills. Even to this day, you've got to have life skills and those certain type of skills to survive.
You do.
Oh my god!
Really
In
do.
the setting. Yes, I'm geeking out still about Scotland.
Hey, that's fine. Oh, yeah.
I love this.
Yes, this is after the curse has been broken. After she actually, well, when they saw the first prince that was turned into a bear, because the one that wanted the power that actually split the kingdom, and then she had to repair the tapestry that she in the show that she actually cut because her mom and her were fighting with each other. So this is after they have mended what they had mended, and they've realized that both of them were wrong.
Yeah.
So yeah, but she just looks so much more relaxed.
She does,
and in a better place.
She does. Yep. And like you said, they taught each other a lot. Okay.
Okay, I have one Queen Eleanor fact.
Go ahead.
It would have changed the whole movie. Let me just tell you that. First, Pixar was thinking about making Queen Eleanor a villain.
No.
Yeah, but they decided to focus on the mother and daughter relationship. Can you imagine if they would have done that? It wouldn't have been as good as it was.
No, this is when it's okay to rewrite people.
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm glad.
I think that was a good move. Whoever decided that, they should get a raise.
Yes. Yes, exactly.
Wow, I cannot even imagine the movie we could have. Well, because I'm like, sorry, we've already had wicked stepmothers and things like that. I think we really needed this kind of movie where we have a mother-daughter. And I know we're going to be talking about themes in a few minutes, but I think that was important that we had Queen Eleanor in this case as is. I'd like to add that Queen Eleanor was also was inspired by Shakespeare's Lady Macbeth.
Yeah.
Yay. And her name means shining light. It's Gaelic. I love that. I love that. Oh, and she's the only one in her family to not have curly red hair. But I love her hair. It's so beautiful and long, and I wish I had it. But so, hey, I see. Is that you in the comment section, or is that Scott?
That's me. That was me.
I'm like, are you lurking, or is it Scott lurking?
No, that's me. I during StreamYard, I'll be the one. If it comes up used and abused, I'm the one that's typing.
Julio. Okay. I was gonna say, I'm like, hey Scott, and then I was like, wait, is that you?
No, that was me.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Excited. I'm excited.
Oh yes. Now let's go his. Okay, that's all.
Round up the family.
Yep.
King Fungus.
Let's go ahead and yes.
And
Oh yeah.
I should have put Fergus and the Three Bears, but I decided to go put triplets. In hindsight, now I wish I would put King Fergus.
Yeah.
The Three Bears.
Exactly.
Oh. Voiced by Billy Connolly.
Yep.
Wonderful.
Yep.
Adventurous. I just love it. And his pretty hair. I just want to play with my hair.
Yep.
I love it when he tries to pretend to be Merida.
I do too.
Yeah, I always think that is funny.
Talk to me as if you're talking to Merida.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think he is like the funniest father that any girl can have.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That is wow. Okay. So fun fact about here, in order for them to achieve this look, the drape going across the chest has 8 layers of cloth folded over and interacting with each other in other garments. The left, right, and back sides have 6 layers each. Could you imagine, like, animating that? Wow! Again, kudos to the animators. Because they did this. They did this.
Yeah.
And the pattern is worn by him and the family. Is physically impossible to make with traditional tarn wearing methods. Who knew? So, I don't know much about Scottish, even if I have a little Scottish in me, but I will at least gain knowledge. I'll say. Oh, real quick before we move on, Jeannifer, did you have anything else you wanted to add for King Fergus?
Yeah.
Nope.
We know that his name.
If I find him really hilarious, it makes me laugh.
Fergus's name means strong man in Gaelic. And of course, we also know that he is known as the Bear King, and this aligns with the United Kingdom of Dunbrok's symbol, and his black bear cloak. It is unknown that he earned this title through surviving his battle with Mordor, who we'll be talking about.
Yes.
On another instance. So, yeah. Awesome. Oh, I love his love for his wife.
Oh, I do too.
Even though they may not 100% see each other on the same thing with Merida, I think there's still that love and respect that he still would back his wife no matter what. He just.
Oh yeah.
I know when she has no clothes when she transfers, and he's like, "Stop looking."
Stop look. Exactly. He has this love and respect for his wife. Okay, it's his wife, not even as his queen, as his wife, and I love that. I love that they capture that and they show that he does love his wife, and I mean for kids, but I just love it.
Yeah.
I know you're already laughing about the next ones. These little naughty boys, 3 naughty boys.
I have a good fact about the brothers. Merida triplet brothers are named after real life Scottish kings, Harris, Herbert, and Hamish.
That is a good fun that.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have to drop that one. Oh, that's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are just like their dad too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they're naughty.
Yeah. I feel bad for that maiden, I think, or maid, whatever they call
Yeah.
it back in the
Yeah.
day. I feel bad for her having to deal with those three boys.
Yeah.
Mischievous and they're naughty and they're so darn adorable.
They are.
Man.
And then you, when they transfer back to humans, and they're just running with their bare butts. It's just so fun. And then at the end, one of them gets on the boat. That one of the other colonies are leaving,
Yep.
and you see their father rolling the boat, trying to get the one of the boys out.
I mean, they were mischievous three.
Mhm. If one didn't come up with it, the other one did.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is after Merida sneaks her mom out the door,
Oh
and
my
she
gosh,
says,
look at them.
take your pick on what you want. So they ate the same bear cake and became
Yeah.
cubs.
Oh my gosh. They're so naughty.
They are.
And while they don't have any voice in this movie, literally no voices, they don't talk.
Nope.
I love how much love and effort went into their characters, that we know what they're doing and they're thinking and how they're expressing it through Pixar animation. I love it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I love it. That's awesome. You gonna come say hi? To include the fluffy hair.
Yes. Yeah, this is when they're
Making fun of somebody who didn't go with the arrow.
arrows. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the betrothal ceremony
Yeah.
where the three boys are
The little lamb. Wee little lamb. I love when she talked about him that way. I love that they can joke together. I think this, you know what this movie really did, and I know it's jumping ahead a little bit on theme, but I love the fact that she is able to laugh with her dad, and you can see the love and support between them.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, and speaking of the wee little lamb, should we talk about some clans?
Yeah.
Here, hold up. Here, you want to come say hi? You want to come say hi? No? Okay. Hi.
Well, okay, Elfie. Okay.
Hello.
Now for the clan.
Whoa. She really almost said hello.
Oh no!
She just undid the light. Smarty pants. Hey, stop that. Smarty pants. Come here. Come here. No, I can turn the light back on. Oh, Team Dingwall. I'm saying that wrong. Jeannifer, do you remember who voices?
No, I do not. I forgot.
Oh, you're going to be so mad in a second. Kim,
Yeah,
without looking, do you remember who voices Team Dingwall? Or at least one of them.
One of them is Robbie Coltrane.
Are you mad yet?
From Harry Potter. He played Hagrid.
Okay.
I know there's so many Harry Potter references in this movie that's without Harry Potter. Because, well, okay, not references. There's a lot of casting that's the same.
Oh, okay. I never knew that.
And he too is a Scottish actor.
Okay. Is he the father or the son? The father, right?
Father.
He's the father. He plays the father.
I would never have guessed that because the voice is just a little different than Hagrid's, I think.
That means he did his job.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes you could just say that's insane. If you ever watch that animated movie, you can tell that's Matthew McConaughey, who's voicing that character and stuff. So some actors you just can't get away with it.
And of course, Robbie Coltrane is also another Scottish actor.
Yes.
Again, I just love that he did this. There's not much that I could find, like as far as trying to find some like really good. Oh, sorry. Okay, so here's. Hold on. While he declared young Dingwall to be his only son, it's unknown if this means that young Dingwall is an only child, meaning that he has no siblings. So that's regards to the other Dingwall.
Yep.
So the one that's the wee lamb.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah. Team McGuffin.
Yeah.
Team McGuffin.
I don't know who voices this one. I didn't quite get that information.
There is a lot. Hold on. Give me a second. I do actually have it.
Okay.
Where did it go? This is why I write some stuff on paper.
Yeah.
The way around. Okay. Kevin McKidd is Lord MacGuffin. I don't know much about Kevin McKidd. He's another. Again, they did a really good job on keeping the Scottish culture alive because he's actually. He's another Scottish actor. Again, his name is Kevin McKidd.
Yep. Okay. The next clan here.
And I wish I knew more. Okay. If
Yeah.
we ever learn more about these different clans, we will do a separate video, maybe special for something else, because I feel like there's a lot of detail here, but I think that would almost make it almost separate because I don't know a lot about Scottish, but I know there's a lot of really cool historical stuff that regards the different clans.
Yeah.
Like, people still meet up today in their families with clans.
Yeah, they do. Now we're Team Macintosh.
Macintosh. I can hear him talking. Actually, and I'm wondering when Fergus first sees him, I wonder if they go, "Oh, that's going to be the winner." Craig Ferguson actually was Lord Macintosh, and young Macintosh is played by Stephen Creed. So there's the voices. Funny, his last name's Ferguson. Again, I wish I knew more about the clan because again, I know that there is some really big stuff in that regard. So I think if we talk about it, I think we might have to do that for a separate show because I think there's a lot of really cool detail that we could almost do for a second part too.
Yeah.
Isn't he the one that doesn't do well with the arrow and he throws a hissy fit? Isn't he the one?
I think so, yeah.
Right. He should have done better than what he should have been expected.
And he seems like a hissy fit because he didn't really do good. And she's like, oh, yeah, that's attractive. But I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah,
I'd
that's
still be her.
Hilarious.
Okay.
And to round up the clan, we've got, of course, Team Dunrow. So, of course, that is Meredith's family.
Yep.
Oh my God! Again, look at all the various animations. Though,
yeah.
I said that we could almost do a separate video just on the various clans in Merida. I mean, in Brave, because they each seem to bring something else. You can tell that based off of the way the texture is on their clothing and how they represent themselves. Why it's important that they needed to done that.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, and I'm not completely sure, but if I remember Scottish history, each clan had their own special design for their clothing.
Yeah.
And each design that a clan had meant something, I believe. I'm not 100% sure on that.
I'm pretty sure you're correct on that.
And that's the reason why, as we went through the clans, you've seen the kilts that are different in design and everything, because it was a clan. It was something to deal with their clan and their history.
I think Ireland does the same thing too.
I think so.
Certain families have certain patterns.
Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, it was for when they went, out to sea, and unfortunately someone passes away.
Yeah.
They knew what family to go to.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
And I guess we have 2 more characters to cover.
Yes, we
Where
do.
we can really talk about some themes and get into the grit. I mean, beyond the grit that we've already talked about.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh gosh, Kim, you really did screw up this time.
Please get your together.
Exactly. All right. So now let's go ahead and go back. The clans. Now we're here.
The witch.
The witch and Mordu. All right. First picture. I hope it's the right one.
Yep, that was it. Julia Walters. Yes.
Yep.
Sorry, I just so excited. Okay, so the reason I'm so excited about this, Jeannifer, do you know why I would be so excited about this picture?
To be honest, no.
You're gonna be mad at yourself again.
Okay.
Okay, so this is Julia Walters also plays Molly Weasley in the Harry Potter series.
Oh,
and I'm like, so the fact that she's playing a witch, I am loving it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Where's her red hair?
And I love it. So I'm like, wow, she's played a witch a couple of times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Molly Weasley.
I'm
one of my
sorry.
favorites.
To quote her, I am not a witch. Too many unsatisfied customers.
Yeah.
And of course, if it was not for this character, the witch, we wouldn't be in this, in this.
No.
Yeah.
In this place. And of course she does her thing. By the second sunset, your spell will be permanent unless you remember these words: fate be changed, look inside, mend the bond torn by pride. Mend the bonds.
Again, she must do a really good job, because I never would have chosen that was her voice.
Oh, sorry, to also quote her, that's ridiculous. Oh, sorry. And wood can't be imbued with magical properties. I should know. I'm a whittler.
Mm-hmm.
And then she goes out and says, never cast a spell where you carve.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Okay. She had a short time in the movie, but her character is really important.
Yeah.
And I love here at this point here where she's holding up the wood. It's a bear, actually. It's a wooden bear, and she's showing her things. And she doesn't realize that the bear is a huge significance. Like Meredith doesn't realize that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed, Ubaldo. She is a great character.
She is. Yep. All right. So let's go on to the next picture here.
And of course, when she
gets back. That's this is after her mom becomes a bear. They try to find the cottage again, and this is a message that was recited that Nicole said. This is how it was recited.
After I like it when Merida is throwing all
the vials in there.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Trying to figure it out, and she's getting so anxious and doing things so fast, she doesn't realize that she's really hurting.
Yeah,
really hurting everything.
Yep. So now, let's go.
But you never see all the work carvings that she got from after it.
Well, as we actually conclude, I found out something when I watched on Disney Plus that I'll let you know.
Oh, okay.
Awesome.
Cool.
Of course, we have Mordu. He's the main antagonist.
Yep.
And there is actually a short called The Legend of Mordu that people can also watch further.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, Mordu. He's again, this is just so interesting because again, they talk about the legend of Mordu, and of course, Merida's raised knowing this tale, and it's a real life tale. And that was that he was a human prince and the oldest of four, you know.
Yeah.
One dark autumn, the king grew ill, and on his deathbed, the king requested the kingdom be divided among his four sons so they could be the pillars that would hold it together and maintain peace. And of course, you know that means things are just going to get a little bit messy.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Mordu names. It comes from Moor and I don't know how to pronounce this. Dubh, the respective Gaelic words for giant and black, which approximately describes the appearance of the fur and the size of the bear. And mortis is Latin for the word death. So Mordu is also French for bitten. Hence, when Fergus has that, his leg is gone because he was bitten by Mordu. Again, kudos to the writers here, because they put all that together. That's just for one character. Holy cow.
Yeah.
So, and also Mordu is the first official Pixar villain who does not speak at all.
Yep.
Who does not speak. So.
Yep.
Jeannifer, do you have any fun facts about Mordu?
No, but I forgot one fact about Merida. So whenever that can come up.
Well, let's go and finish this one and then bring it up. Sound good? All right.
Yep.
The next picture is it's Prince Mordu.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, this is the one that wanted power.
Mm-hmm.
So
this is what power gets you. I don't know if I want it.
Yeah, same here.
I don't know if I want it.
Yep. All right, now let's see, is that it? That's it for that one. Okay, so why I actually get on to the other one, let's go ahead and remove this one from the stream, and then Jeannifer can tell her fact about Merida that she forgot.
Yeah, you probably know this if you really think about it, but she is the first princess to never sing in her movie.
Right.
Yeah. Right. Okay, so now we're at...
So let's talk about the themes next.
Yes.
And I know we have some more photos, but those can wait even a minute if you choose. Or you can scroll them while we talk about the themes. From your guys' perspectives, what are the themes of Brave?
Well, I know one of them is be careful what you wish for, because it could get you into trouble.
Yeah.
And even though you want your life to change, you may want to go about it a different way.
Jeannifer?
I think most about family and to train a mother and a daughter to love, and the love of a daughter and dad relationship that can be rocky sometimes, but at the end of the day you love them.
Oh.
And you learn from one another.
Agreed. Yeah. I love her. Look at him. She's mad.
Oh yeah.
She's mad. But again, I love how we're about to, when we go through this, so that you can see the change in this family and how the change actually helped to get their family stronger.
She was mentioning the family, so I thought, I'll pop that one up first.
Well, and I agree with Jeannifer, though, is that, the mom, daughter, I get it. I have a teenage daughter myself. Anyways, and it's tough.
Yeah.
It is tough. So I can only imagine how tough it would be back in whatever century, 12th century, 10th century, Scotland, not even running toilets and all the fun electrical things we have now. Okay? What it would be like to have to raise a child to be a prince or a princess or a queen or a future queen, and what that might do, like the stress that brings. So I do kind of feel Eleanor's strife there, but I like the fact that we got to see Merida like as the daughter want to like gain that independence and stuff. And of course, at some point in history, that is exactly what happened. We have had people over the years, people abdicate thrones because they're like, no, we're going to do this instead. And it changes everything. Sometimes actually it changes for the better of everything else. But once upon a time, that's what it would take, is for somebody to go, no. And, I will fight for my own hand. And
but it's kind of like Freaky Friday too, a little bit between the mom and daughter, just because of the fact that they get to understand, the mom gets to understand her daughter's viewpoint, and the daughter starts kind of understanding what's coming from the mom, and they kind of learn that they need to meet in the middle,
right? Yeah.
And that they both have something to learn from each other.
Good point. They both have, and I think that's a major key. I think that's a major theme, is that they both have they have to both have to compromise. They both have to meet in the middle.
And and the one part of the movie that I really liked is when she comes in realizing that it's the curse is almost permanent, and her dad's entertaining these clans. And Merida herself walks up and starts explaining what's going on, as her mom in the background is signing it with her bear claws on what to say. So right there's where the change in her mom starts, is because she's saying, say what you want. And what, in essence, what Meredith said was, I don't want to be the one that gets betrothed to who I don't want. I want to live my life for who I want to live it. And I think it's better if all royalty can do what they want and marry who they want.
Right. Well, and I think in this case, in that time and day, they would have said, okay. However, she wouldn't have been a queen. It would have went to the oldest of the triplets, the first one born out of the triplets, that would have been allowed to be the next one as king, instead of Merida being. No one come at me, okay? This is not my rules, not the way my life now. But I'm just saying, in history, I think that's what would have happened. Pretty sure. Because, think about it. When you look at England and stuff, you know that Elizabeth didn't just get on the throne for all those 90 years. No, things happened that her dad, because of Edward, you know what I mean? Like, other things happen. And that's what they, I think what people don't understand is that might also happen.
Yeah.
That being said, I hope that Meredith became a queen, because I think she earned it. But
yes. But yeah, it's just amazing how, and then like has been touched on before, the underlining theme of this is family ties. Everything is family ties. Family first, family ties. One's in trouble, you fight the family.
Yeah. That's true. They would fight for each other.
Yeah. So, but that's all I really got out of it.
I was just waiting for photos. That's all. The family photos.
There we go. Okay. So this one is, we discussed this one next.
Oh, the embroidery.
Yes.
Oh, it's so
this is actually the original tapestry that Queen Eleanor created. And right up in this area right here in the movie, during the fight between her and Merida, is where Merida slices it. Wow. Right in this area.
That's something.
Yeah.
Because that must not have been easy for her to slice through.
No.
And one, it was probably really hard for Eleanor to do all that hard work and watch to see her daughter.
Yeah, her daughter sliced through it. Yep. And this is a tapestry that, as you watch the movie and she's going to try and save her mom because her dad's after her, thinking that she ate his queen, she's got to mend this and find out the true meaning behind what the witch actually said.
Mend the bonds.
Yep.
The wee
Yeah.
babes.
Yes, this is after Merida figures out that she needs to say what she really feels inside about her mom. And once she says that, the curse is broken and her mom is wrapped in the tapestry. And yes, the boys now are boys and they're coming. Yeah, you see their little heinies.
Yeah, and his little thing. Don't look.
Yeah, this is where King Fergus says, "Don't look. Be respectful. Don't look."
He's protecting her dignity and her honor.
Exactly. But as you can see in the background, that one photo, there's the ruins that's in that one photo on the setting right there.
Yep.
Isn't that beautiful? Again, oh my gosh, you guys. Like we're like at the beginning of the show, we start off, we talk about the settings, and here we are, and here's those aisles, and it's just beautiful.
And
I love it.
And the thing that I thought was actually amazing is when Disney did put it in there, they knew that it was going to mean something big was going to happen. And it needed to be within these pillars right here. And also too, as you watch the movie, you can't see it, but there's one pillar over here that ends up falling on Mordu the bear, and she ends up freeing the princess spirit.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, that's a good thing. She ends up freeing the princess spirit and he becomes a wisp. And then at that time is when she finally puts 2 and 2 together and knows what she has to do to break her mom's curse.
Yeah, but she doesn't want her mom to end up like Mordu.
Yeah. Yep.
So, yeah. It's a win-win.
It is. And then the most beautiful shot of the movie.
I love it.
Where her mom actually grew and understood where Merida was coming from, and Merida finally understood where her mom was coming from.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is a beautiful shot.
Yes. And of course, this is the one where you see the dad chase the clans down because the boys are on the ship, hanging off the mast.
The boys are like, we're taking over the world. Yes, Spencer, highly recommend it. If anything, I hope this show encourages you to rewatch it and watch it. You know, let us know what you think about it.
Yeah, because the plot itself is amazing because it shows you just what can happen if you don't think before you act.
That's you. See, another good theme.
Yeah.
Exactly. Thinking before you act.
Yeah.
Important.
Especially with the curse and stuff. Okay, now let's go to the next picture here. I'll pull up the screen. Again, this is after the curse, and they're all hugging each other, which I think was cool too.
And again, beautiful animation. Look at all that texture and the fur on Ferguson's.
Yeah. Yep.
Dang it! And then Merida's girl is like all the detail. All the detail. Beautiful.
And then this is what I thought was the greatest thing. Her, Merida, and the Queen create a different tapestry where it shows their adventures as her as the bear, and then Merida helping her through it, and at the end how it's displayed. So it went from the original tapestry with the 3 of them to her and the Queen actually creating one of their own.
Yes. Oh, I love it. They probably did it together.
Yep.
Oh, yes, you Baldo. You did say how much you love this movie. See, Spencer? Baldo loves it. You should check it out.
Yeah.
I love it. I do. I love it.
It all in all, it has a great meaning behind it. A very good meaning.
Oh yeah.
All right. Should we talk about some music?
Yes.
Jeannifer, of course, you already shared this awesome, fun fact about this not being like Merida was the first Pixar and first Disney, princess to not sing. But
Yes.
they still had I feel they had a really good score.
Mhm.
And it was composed by Patrick. Oh, sorry. Yes, composed by Patrick Doyle. I didn't want to butcher his name. Patrick
Mhm.
Doyle. Performed by the London Symphony Orchestra.
Yep.
And I can hear the Scottish singer Julie Fowlis,
Mhm.
Fowlis, sorry, singing, Touch the Sky.
Mhm.
That song was so beautiful.
Mhm.
And I also like the one by Bertie and Mumford and Sons. So
Yes. Yep. The soundtrack with the scenery, just perfect.
I know.
Mhm.
See,
Were
the scenery is
perfect.
stunning again.
Mhm.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Mhm.
Let's go to Scotland. And fun fact: Brave was the first feature film to feature Scottish Gaelic music.
Yes.
And I love Gaelic music, but that's
Uh-huh.
just a separate conversation. Sadly though, this track, I know the highest it went was on a number 2 on the US Billboard for soundtracks. It didn't really track, but I just feel like because Touch the Sky and Into the Open Air and Learn Me Right by Bertie Mumford and Sons, I think those were the bigger songs, but I think unlike other soundtracks, I don't know. I mean, it's its own. I think it holds its own.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think though, you can probably listen to the soundtrack though, and I bet you can see the whole show, the whole movie in your head.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
So I think that's a good thing. I think that's always a good sign.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Any other fun thoughts you guys have about the music and all the jazz?
No. I just loved it.
I do too. Again,
It was
I know it just it stinks that it's like that this soundtrack didn't get to have as much oomph
Yeah.
in it.
Mhm.
But at
But
the same time, I wonder how well it did over in Scotland.
I don't know.
I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah. But yeah, it compared to other Disney soundtracks, this one was kind of
Tame.
tame. Yeah, thank you. Tame compared to the other ones. So it didn't get a lot of recognition
Mhm.
like the other ones did, but it was tame but yet meaningful.
Yeah.
I mean, every song had a meaning behind it in the movie.
Yeah.
So,
Exactly.
oh,
And I still think it was
wow.
really beautiful.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But yes, it was beautiful. I'm
Mhm.
I mean, one beautiful soundtrack.
Yep.
It wasn't long, but it was beautiful.
Yep.
Now, while you're looking up the soundtrack,
I tried. I looked up the soundtrack, but I was trying to look up for Scotland stuff, and I didn't find anything. But I have some friends in the UK, so I might have to send them.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
tell me, I want to know.
Yeah.
Is there anything information on that side of the internet that I don't see that you do see?
See, yes, exactly.
All right. So other than that, just some other additional fun facts. Technically, there was supposed to be maybe a future sequel, but
Yeah,
yet to come to
yeah.
fruition. Technically, though, we do have the short though about Mordor. So technically, you got some
Yeah.
prequel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some other fun stuff. Let's see here. I'm trying. Ooh, the box office, the Brave earned $237 $303.3 million in North America, and in other countries it was $303.2 million, for a worldwide of $540.4 million. It is the 13th highest growing film of 2012, and it is the 8th highest grossing Pixar film, and the 3rd highest grossing animated film that year, behind Ice Age. Okay, really? It was behind Ice Age? Okay, it's better than Ice Age. Okay, I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Yeah. And it's like a mixed bag. It did win, however, for the Academy Awards for Best Feature. I agree. It also won for Alliance of Women Film Journalists, so that's awesome. It also won. Steve Pilcher won at the Annie Awards for the production design in animated feature production. So this is cool. So it did win some awards, so that's a good thing. Best animated feature at the Golden Globes too. So it had definitely a lot of nominations. Hello, pretty. It definitely had. It definitely won some awards, which I think it did earn it. Whether it was the 13th or 3rd, you know what? If you love it, you love it. If you like it, you like it. And if you don't, it's okay. We still like you anyways.
Yeah.
But I personally, I loved it. So
I did too. I did too.
All right, Jeannifer, do you have any other cool fun facts that you can throw our way before we begin to wrap up? Because I know you are one of my.
Well, I don't know if it's fun facts, but Merida did become a big, hit for them. So, you can see her meet and greets at Walt Disney World and Disneyland. I have some pictures with her. She's been you can see her again. Wreck-It Ralph, the second one. Breaking the Internet, that's the one.
Okay, hold on. I need to find that picture because we did that at the other thing, and I did it. I will drop that on Twitter this week
she was also on. I can't remember the actress, but Once Upon a Time, they did that storyline with Brave in it. So yeah, and the merchandise, tons of merchandise when it came out, and still to this day.
Yeah.
Did you hear me? That I haven't yet finished. It's the one thing Jeannifer's been on me for a very long time. A particular show. Anyway.
I liked it. Last season, I know a lot of people are like, but
that's why I don't want to finish it. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, if you were giving this, should we do this based off of bears or off of bow and arrows?
Before we do that, though,
yes,
I have a couple of things.
Yes,
absolutely. Hit me.
One,
hit us with it.
Yeah, to kind of finish up
your best bow and arrows. Let's go.
Yeah, to kind of end this before we do our ratings for this beautiful movie. It was actually dedicated to. This film is also dedicated to Pixar chairman and Apple CEO, founder, and CEO Steve Jobs, who actually passed away before this film was released.
That's Steve. He didn't get to see all of his hard work. I'm sure he had a hand in it.
Yeah.
Oh, he was chairman for a while, so.
Yeah. And then the other thing because it was brought up earlier, Jeannifer actually brought it up and asked, what happened to all the carvings that you actually seen in the witch's cottage? If you watch till the end through the credits, at the very end, you see her crow, a floating broom, say, sign the contract. As it pans out, there's her carvings. They actually delivered them to the castle.
I'm gonna have to check that out. I never saw it. Read it to the very end.
Just because I know there was a bunch of animators, but the two that I know that are credited to Brave is Brenda Chapman as well as Mark Andrews.
Mhm.
I just want to make sure that we include them because that is amazing. Screenplay, that was directed by, and screenplay was Mark Andrews, Steve Purcell, again Chapman, Irene Meshy. Again, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I wish we had a list of all the animators because I do, because I just, that there was a lot of animators who had their hands into this. So if you're an animator and you're watching this, keep up the good work. We love it.
Yeah.
And we thank you for it. So
Yes.
yeah. All right. Fun times.
Yes.
Let's go to Scotland. When you're watching this.
Yes.
So, anywho, fun fact before we finish up, because this is going to connect us to next week's.
Okay.
One of the characters from tonight's movie that we were reviewing from Brave is also in the movies that we're reviewing next week. Fun fact.
Yeah. And we'll reveal one more time. We'll reveal one more time what we'll be doing next week once we wrap up. So.
All right. Oh yes, we forgot to give is it how many bears or how many arrows? What are we doing?
I like bears. So.
I do.
Not today in the world of football. However, I do like bears. How many bears would you guys give Brave?
10.
Oh, we're going out of the thing at 10. She went 10.
I would give it, you said out of 5, right?
Out of 10.
Okay, out of 10.
Double 5.
Okay, I would give it an 8.5. Have one and 8.5.
Okay. We didn't even ask. Was there something you guys didn't like about this movie? But is there anything you guys didn't like? Before I pitch out
not me. I like the whole thing, the whole story where it's really comes
a good storyline
to where a mother-daughter had to learn to understand each other, even if it was through a curse that the daughter caused.
Yeah. I watch it every Mother's Day.
Yeah.
That is the one.
And you're welcome, Ubaldo.
Yes.
We didn't mind revisiting it.
We've been excited for this one.
Yes.
So, it remained on the docket no matter what. It was happening.
Yes.
Part of me wants to go like 9. Part of me wants to go 10. So we're going to go 9.5, even though I'm sure.
Okay. There you go.
Because I'm trying to think, is it my favorite, princess movie? I don't know.
Oh.
I suck at ranking people, okay? You don't know me by now, it's okay. You can learn this about me. I'm really bad at ranking. So, because I love it all. I love too many things.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I agree, Ubaldo. It definitely moved smoothly. It's funny. It's lovely. I do give it 10. I give it 10 because it's funny, and the setting alone is so beautiful, and the way the animators took it all and just breathed it into the movie, into everything, and then the music just flowed with it. I think. Yeah, while the music may have not gotten the regular Oscars noms that we might see with Beauty and the Beast, it still was awesome. So, 10 bears.
I think
you changed my mind, Ubaldo. You changed my mind.
Brave for me has the best backgrounds.
Yeah. Ubaldo agrees. 10 bears for him.
This is the best part of the bears today. Right here, folks. Right here.
Don't rub it in.
You're not going to get me started beyond that.
Yeah. I have a neighbor who likes the Packers, so we were joking one another.
Just the first game of the season. It's okay.
And before we sign off, I just want to wish every grandparent a happy Grandparents' Day because it's Grandparents' Day. So happy Grandparents' Day, everyone.
Very
good. Okay. Awesome. Now go ahead. I was going. Kimberly messed up beginning of the show, but here again is a reminder of what we're going to do next week.
Jeannifer, by chance, do you know how our show from tonight connects to this this movie review for next week?
No.
Does anybody in the chat know? Curiosity? I'll give it
Is
a
Emma Thompson in it?
No,
Oh,
Nope.
okay.
but you're getting close.
Oh, okay.
Kim, do you know?
I'm just going to take a guess at it. From the background, it looks like it connects with our setting from Brave.
No.
Oh,
That's Greek. We're going to Greek.
Greece.
We're going
Okay.
Greece next week. We're going Greek and we're going to Greece.
No.
Ladies, pack your bags. We're going from Scotland to Greece. But no.
Mm. Mm.
The character, Julia Walters, who plays the witch, is one of the main supporting characters in both of Mamma Mia 1 and its prequel/sequel.
Nice.
Yeah,
Oh.
go Molly Weasley. I mean, go Julia Walters.
Yeah, exactly.
I am definitely excited because you and I are going to have to figure out how we're going to work this whole movie out, because by the time we get done with movies and the music is going to take the cake next week, because you and I are going to be like, we're going to be discoing at the same time. It's going to jam out.
Yeah.
Oh, Ubaldo, that's so kind of you. He's helping us with our luggage, you guys. I told you he was coming with us. I told it. I said it.
Exactly.
Thank you. That's so kind of him.
Yeah.
Yeah. That seems like something that King Fergus would do. Very good of him.
Yes. And I will, Ubaldo. I will let Scott know you wished him a happy birthday.
Well, before we end everything tonight, Jeannifer, where can we find you on social media? How can people connect with you?
If you're on Facebook, you can just type in Peace Love Disney. On Instagram, just type in Disney Boardwalk. And for X, used to be Twitter, and that would be Disney Princess Boardwalk too.
Awesome. Her Facebook page, that's the one you want to follow. It's a really fantastic page. So, yep. All about Disney.
Oh, Scott jumped in. Thank you, Baldo and Teddy.
He's
Hello,
like, no, I
Scott.
got this.
Hello, Scott.
Hi, Scott. Happy birthday, Scott. To
Yeah,
you.
happy birthday.
You
No, it's a little late.
Get away with that. Oh, I cannot wait. Should we dress up in disco next week? Get the mirror balls going.
I don't have anything like that.
Oh man, ABBA. Oh my, I have an ABBA. Oh, never mind. That's for next week. I'm getting too excited already for next week. All right, Kim. I'm trying to remember. I don't have my script in front of me.
Let me go ahead and do this.
Scott, text it in the chat.
Let's
Well,
see.
I'm Nicole. Wait. So this is our guest, Jeannifer.
And we'd like to thank her for joining us.
Yep. I'm Nicole.
I'm Kim. Have a great week.
And a great night.
Yes.
And a great week.
Until
Peace out.
until next week, when we come back with Mamma Mia 1 and 2. Peace.
See, we did it.
Good night, everybody. Have a
Night, y'all.
wonderful night.
Don't get me started, Scott. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Night.